Hi guys, once again welcome back to the Gatekeepers TV, of course your number one TV station across the continent. So as usual, you know that we are your sporting channel and we are here just to echo Kenya. We are Kenyans by the way, just in case you didn't know. So habari inayotufikia ni ya kwamba Kenya, we've actually been given the bragging rights to be able to host Afcon 2027. We officially put in a bid. We called it the Pamoja bid. Pamoja bid was a bid which was in coalition of East African countries. This was Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. So we placed a bid for 2027 Afcon hostage. So we were given on Thursday, we were confirmed as the official hosts of Afcon 2027. And from where I stand, that is the news we want to bring to you. But before we break it down to you, I would actually want to hear what Pogba has to say about this impressive news to East Africa.
Well, hii ni shughuli ambayo nadhani labda kama wanaafrika Mashariki tumechukua hatua kubwa, kwa sababu ukiangalia Kenya, Uganda na Tanzania ni nchi ambazo tumekuwa tukijaribu sana kukuza mpira wetu uweze kufika juu, na nadhani hata Tanzania asubuhi nilikuwa natizama habari zao, wana furaha sana sasa na ndugu zetu wa Uganda. So hii pia itakuza, kwa sababu nchi zote tatu tayari washaanza matayarisho na wote wanajenga of course stadiums huku nje. Kwa hivyo it is a good move and we expect more from it.
So guys, my pundit here will be talking to you in Swahili to represent Tanzania. So of course I'm here for Kenya and Uganda.
East
so
Africa.
If you know, you know. So it's the first time this is happening. East Africa has never hosted Afcon, so we are doing it for the first time in 2027. But before that, we have Afcon, which will be coming in 2024. The country which has been given the bragging right to be hosting it will be Morocco. Morocco won the bid to host the Afcon 2024. So are you also excited about Afcon coming in 2024?
Yeah, furaha ninayo. Morocco itakuwa nchi ya kwanza. Okay, itakuwa after wameshinda kwa nini hilo, nadhani itakuwa ni kitu cha maana kwa Morocco pia, kwa sababu ni nchi ya Waarabu, sio?
Kabisa.
Ndio, so ikitoka kwa Waarabu, of course for the first time since, kwa mara ya kwanza nadhani inakuja hapa Afrika Mashariki, which is I'm very much anticipating for that.
Kwa sababu sisi ni wa Kenya, because we are Kenyans and we are East Africa. So the other question I want to pose is this to our leaders, to our nations. How ready are we prepared in terms of our stadiums? Are we waiting until 2027 for our stadiums to be ready? Back here at home in Kenya, we've seen the Moi International Sports Center Kasarani was officially closed like a week ago. Nyayo Stadium was officially closed a week ago. We have a new stadium along Ngong Road in Talanta Stadium. It's in the planning. Ababu Namwamba, our sports CS, confirmed that it's in the process of being constructed. It's a 60,000 capacity stadium. All these are good news, which if they're put into action, implemented and well done, it will be a win for football to us Kenyans, because tutakuwa na stadiums, more stadiums. What more stadiums means that more capacity to host international events. So back in Tanzania, how many stadiums do you guys have?
Well, Tanzania viwanja vipo, but kiwanja kikubwa pale Tanzania ni uwanja wa Mkapa International Stadium, na uwanja huo hivi sasa uko katika maendeleo, na sio hilo peke yake. Nadhani Tanzania una maendeleo ya viwanja kadhaa. Upande wa Uganda bado hawajatoa tamko, lakini nadhani pia wao maandalizi yameshaanza. Tanzania pia nimesikia kuna uwanja ambao unaanza kujengwa upya, ili utakapofika maybe mwaka wa 2027 litakuwa limekamilika. Kwa hiyo Tanzania heko, Kenya pia tunafuata huo mkondo, Uganda pia. So itakuwa pia ni maendeleo, itakuza pia talanta katika sekta yetu ya of course sanaa na talanta.
Good. So, guys, we want to say congratulations to the East African countries. What that means is Pamoja, guys, for those who are listening to this podcast or on this broadcast from wherever you are and you don't understand Kiswahili, Pamoja means togetherness. So we presented a bid as a team, unanimously as a unit, and clearly we've won it as a unit. What that one tells you is, if you guys come together and speak with one accord, clearly the chances of making it is always up there. So a wake-up call to East African teams. We need to start preparation as early as now so that when the time comes, we will be ready with the infrastructure and all the necessary requirements which will be needed to actually host the tournament. On the other thing, point number 2, our players need to be ready. We just not need to be there in terms of, let's not behave like Saudi Arabia, who, when they were given the rights to host World Cup, they just appeared in World Cup and were eliminated in the first round. We want to see one of the East African countries at least going until the semis or even clinching this trophy. Do you think it's possible?
Yeah, it is.
It's possible, right? We have beautiful players. We have impressive players who can actually help East Africa to lift this thing. So let's try and ensure that this trophy remains back in East Africa, because this is where it belongs. Because if we are not going to make East Africa proud now that we have this opportunity now, when can we do that? So I feel like this is the time. Talking of Afcon 2024, how many East African countries have qualified in it?
East African countries, 2024?
Yes.
Tanzania
is in.
Yeah, Tanzania, Uganda.
Kenya, we had some issues with FIFA ban. That is why, were it not for that, we could have qualified. But it is what it is. So, as we finalize, we want to congratulate all Kenyans, Tanzanians, and Ugandans for the spirited fight that we kept towards our bid. And also we want to say a big thank you to CAF for considering the East African nations, because we also are lovers of football, and we are actually going to make football great again here in East Africa. So let's continue with our local football. Of course, in Kenya, we have our local leagues which are continuing. In Uganda and Tanzania, they are doing the same. So let's continue sharpening our skills so that by the time that time comes, we will actually make the citizens proud and make sure that football is remembered forever. So unaweza tamatisha kipindi kwa minajili ya wapenzi watazamaji kutoka kule kwingine.
Wana-Afrika Mashariki, nadhani wakati ndio huu sasa tuweze kupandisha hadhi yetu, mpira wetu na wachezaji wetu, sababu hapa Kenya of course tuna wachezaji akina Michael Olunga na akina Ayub Timbe. Tanzania tuko na Thomas Ulimwengu na akina Samata. Uganda tuna akina Okwi na akina Onyango. Kwa hiyo wakati ndio huu, nadhani pamoja inawezekana. Kwa hiyo 2027 Afcon yaja nyumbani.